Hey, what's going on, brothers and sisters? What's up? What's up? What's up? This is the Reluctant Nabi back again. Um, Saying, hey, what's going down? What's going down?
Saying, hey, what's going down? What's going down? Saying, hey, what's
All right. So, real quick for a moment. Um, Dang, what just happened here? All right. Um, got a whole lot of people sending me stuff. All right. But real quick for a moment. Uh, got some new thank you stuff that just came in. And I wanted to get them to you real quick. All right. And I want people to know I'm here. So let me get these notifications out. And in the meantime, let me greet everybody. Magandang hapon. I think that's what time it is in the Philippines. Havarnar du gudag ola way to the bang. Vasas los bonje mezami kedu. Bawani konnichiwa. Ni hao ni ama. Sani bonani. Jambo habaragani. Assalamu alaikum. And shalom. All right. So we're going to take a trip over to the kitchen real quick. I had some stuff I wanted to send to some brothers. So whenever USMC vet pop up on here, I would like to send something to him. And basically, I see a whole lot of failure about to come forth. I really do. I see a whole lot of failure. And I'm talking about the men. The BAWs are already a failure. Period. In general, the BAWs are already a failure. Because they failed at maintaining their original purpose. Some of y'all might not understand that, but get an understanding. The reason why the BAWs are already failures is because they have failed at maintaining what their purpose was supposed to be. Anytime that you are not operating in your natural purpose, brothers, understand this. Anytime that you are not operating in your natural purpose, you're going to fail at so many things while at the same time not realizing that you have failed. All right. So you're going to fail at so many things without being able to realize that you're a failure. All right. The general purpose of the man, all right. Hey, so what's up, NGB, bro? What's up, 911 Nomad? Hey, David Bowman and Simplified Texas Marine. The general purpose of the man what it was to provide, take care of, make a way for, But the number one purpose of the man for which we were created was to spread our seed, to multiply. That was our number one purpose. The number one purpose of the female was to carry the seed of the man. That's by biological design. That's by biological design. All right. How they got the man out of his purpose was they gave him a reason to fear operating in his purpose. Let me repeat that. How they got the man, especially the Afro man, out of his purpose was by getting us to fear operating in our purpose. I keep telling people, our purpose is not to go around worshiping the BAW or anything. The more I was reading the commandments, the more I came to the understanding that what the Most High calls worship is different from what the state, the jackbone preachers, and everybody else is trying to get you to do. All right? As men, we are supposed to be honored in our purpose. And if a woman is able to honor us in what our purpose is, then she then finds honor. The reason why no one is honoring the that went down the wrong pipe. The reason why no one is honoring or has honor for the modern day BAW, because she does not operate in her purpose whatsoever. As a matter of fact, you may say it's even worse. She operates against her purpose, right? And she is the mechanism by which, hey, what's up, Frankie? She is the mechanism by which they are able to oppress the Afro man in order to keep him from operating in his purpose. Now, the other purpose for us is to bear seeds. When you're bearing seeds, one must be able to take care of those seeds. In some ways, we've been given a lot of credit to well, let's not say credit. We've been misunderstanding the BAW. We've been misunderstanding the government. We've been misunderstanding everything. And because of that misunderstanding, I'm about to tell you, brothers, stuff is about to hit the fan. All hell is about to break loose in ways that you do not comprehend. What these fools did in the desire, hey, what's up, beautiful? Mecca Dawn. What these fools did in the desire to try to manipulate and control us as a people. What these fools did was they set up a thing whereby out of their fear and whatever other thing they have going on. Hey, what's up, Silos? 1825. All right. What they did was they caused some other things to happen. And one of the main things that they caused to happen is collateral damage that's going to turn out to be the real damage. I was talking to a woman yesterday when I was trying out these new running shoes. And I told her, do you know people are going to get so accustomed to people wearing masks on their faces that there are going to be a lot of robberies if people aren't thinking about doing them now. There's about to be a lot of SH going down. I said, mark my words. Oh, by the way, this would be a call-in. All right, so when later on, for those that have some commentary, all right, for those that have commentary, hit me up. All right. I'll put the number in. I'll put the number in the thing when I'm ready for the call in. All right. So this is what's going on. All right. So let me do one thing real quick. All right. I would like to take a moment and thank some of the brothers. Now, I wanted to wait for some of y'all to get on here. So I got a new katana in. All right. This one's going to probably go for a little more than the other one. All right. So basically, I would like to, let me see more activity. All right. So I'm not going to say the last name, but Derek, if you're in here, Frank already got, if you're in here, waiting on Dwight. Rollin, I already got you. All right, so Derek, I want to send you something. All right, I want to send you something because let's see. And then let me look on for what you donated to the channel to help me out. Okay. Now, this is probably a good thing because it'll give me time to look at these homes and stuff. All right. Because we was talking about we really don't have a place to get together, right? So what I decided to do is leave my comfort zone so that I can have a central place to invite brothers to where we could chill out and do some things, right? So we're looking at, hold on, I'm blowing my nose, but we're looking we're looking within the next month or so. All right. We're looking within as within the next month or so. Now, before I really go all in, I want to take this time. If Bertha show up, somebody let me know when Bertha show up because I got some stuff to send her. I should just send it to her, but I don't know which stuff she would want. Okay, so we're gonna do this like this here. I'm on it. Oh, that's perfect. Oh, yeah. This is what I'm talking about. Oh, gonna keep oh. So as I have this conversation, I'm about to sit down here. Nice running shoes right here. These, if y'all can, and y'all have problem with your knees and stuff, these are some good shoes to run in. And I didn't have to pay a lot of money for them. Okay, so let's get down with the get down. All right, so basically, hold on for a second. All right, so basically, oh Lord of mercy, y'all, my knees be telling on me. Ugh. Ow, good God. Sounding like James Brown. Gotta get on. Ugh. All right. So, brethren and sisterin, let me see if I do this like this. Oh man, I like this thing. So, brethren, all right, I get my stretch on and say, oh, because that's hurting my legs. I need to stop. I need to stop. Y'all, I know I need to stop. Y'all know I got issues some of the times. Hey, USMC vet. All right, hey, USMC vet. All right, I'm gonna show you what. Oh, good, good. These go to Bertha. I'm gonna send these to Bertha. All right. Okay, that fell over. Y'all, here's the big daddy right here. Right here. All right. All right, and found out to send these things, it cost me a mint to send. But so I got my new set of stuff that came in, and as we talk about, so we're talking about this fear thing, right? Man, I wanted to keep this one. Boy, I wanted to really, really keep this one. So this would be my thank you gift for those that donate over 270. It's different from the other one. And it is. It is sharp. So y'all be careful with these, whoever get these. All right. So this is it in detail. This is like the coolest one. All right. So this was one I was hoping to get the first time. Didn't have the ducats. All right. So this will be my thank you gift for the big dogs, the people that go way over. So these usually go fast. So it was a kind of surprise to me. Um, but it wasn't a surprise when I saw who it was, right? So hey, when Bertha pop in, somebody let me know because I got some stuff for her too. I would like to give her one of these, but I don't know if Bertha. Some tells me this. That's not Bertha's cup of tea. So I'm gonna leave it like that. All right. So that's basically it. And so I'm gonna have my I have groups like anybody that donates 15 and over, they're getting something. I'm sending it in the mail. If you want it, it's going to be a type of knife too. It's going to be maybe some of the smaller ones. All right, and some that has writing on it. Right now, if you want a thank you gift, let me know and send me your address. All right. If you don't, then do nothing. All right. So I'm hoping brothers will come back in on this, especially when people send me a lot. So I got the ones like these. So as we talk about this, and I show you what I got going on. Oh, I like these two ones too. We're dealing with fear versus caution. All right. And part of the problem, these are for people that do 25 or more. All right. That donate 25 or more. I'm going to send this to you. If you don't want anything, just let me know. All right. But I want to do something to say thank you to the people that's been donating to the channel. So every once in a while, I'm going to have these kind of donation drives or thank you drives, or I don't even know what to call them. But anyway, but I digress. But what we have here is with this virus thing that's going on. People don't see what the real danger is, and I'm about to break it down to you right now. All right. The real danger in this virus thing is that it's about to be some hell as a result of the shutdown. One, because they should not have done the shutdown. Still to date, all right, more people died from the flu worldwide than this coronavirus. All right. And when you take this into account, remember the PDF that I sent most of you, how they're just saying stuff that's not really death by coronavirus, but because somebody may have some sniffles of the coronavirus, they're saying, oh, we're going to classify the death as coronavirus, right? Out of order. Man. All right, they're out of order for a lot of that. Am I missing something? Where is... Oh, here it is. I'm looking for this one, the big dog. So I got one more of these. I know a couple people wanted these. So the big ones, like these, machete. Oh. For those that do 125, because it cost me $25 to send them. For those that do 125 more. So there was a few people that wanted this one. So that's basically it. For those that donate 125, this would be the thank you gift that'll go to them. All right. Again, but if you don't want it, because here's the thing. The brother that got the last katana, he donated a lot, and he donated over the thing. So, and I called him and asked him if he wanted it. All right. So if I call you out and ask y'all like I did the other guy, if y'all want something, let me know if I see y'all in the thing. Right. But I want to ask, like, whoever did it first, I want to ask them if they want it first before other people get it. All right, or donate specifically for that, because it's basically first come first serve. If I don't hear from you, or if I don't hear back from you, if I have a hard time getting in touch with you, okay, that's another story, right? But I forgot about these. Oh man, so which one of these? These ones right here. And I don't know how to switch back. Oh, there we go. Oh, these are the ones that clip on yourself. So what does these look like? Oh, okay. So basically, so if you donate 15 or more, 20 or more, or 25 or more, I have something for each category, right? I will try to get in touch with the people that I can. All right, get in touch with you. If you send me an email, I'll ask you what you want. All right. And then it'll be like 55 or more, 65 more. You know, I got those groups. All right. But anyway, so this is what's going on. As I'm looking around, a lot of stuff that they asked us to do made things actually worse. So people got sicker because everybody was in their homes. Oh, this is tight. Hey, Frizzo, here's that green you was talking about. All these are going to be different because these are artistically done differently. There's that green you was talking about. But anyway, so when you look at everything, all these shutdowns was nothing but a power grab. All the people that told the government to shut down, that was advising Trump. This is why Trump don't trust anybody in government. All these people seem to have had an agenda that had nothing to do with saving lives. Because as you know, the quarantine, according to the mouth out, straight out the WHO, when they were sitting at the desk, and y'all know this because I have the receipts. Just in case somebody want to fake the funk and try to ban videos and stuff like that. We have what they said coming out of their mouth. We understood the words that were coming out of their mouth. They said they wanted to come into people's houses. They think it's appropriate to come into people's houses, get mammal in them. Yeah, get mammal. No, not mammal. Here's the other one. All right. They think, that's their thing, right? So I want y'all to understand this. There was a lot going on. And how are they able to do this? They got people in the United States so afraid that they willingly gave up their freedom out of fear. This is nice too. They willingly gave up their freedom out of fear. All right. They willingly gave up their freedom because they were afraid. Afro dudes, we willingly gave up knowledge for a more stupid reason than that. Because we were afraid of what the black woman thought about anything, everything. Period. These people running around, oh, black men is so weak. And they kind of have a point. But they don't look at the underlying effects that the BAW fostered that weakness. Because after all, who raised everybody? I want you to think about that. Who raised everybody to be so afraid? All right, that's something you got to look at. Dang, y'all, you know what I forgot? I forgot to put my Cash App and PayPal me in the description box. I can go do that real quick. What what is this one called? This is just the wood. This is that nice wood one. For all you hunters, preppers, bug out people that do your bug out bags, these will come in handy. Oh, trust me, more than you know. All right. So what we got is we got a culture that lives on fear. Hold on. That lives on fear and no accountability. That lives on fear and actual. They live on fear and actual mental laziness. We don't want to learn nothing from anybody, and the only thing we want to see is a booty. And what's worse, many of the dudes that's caping for the booty will do only what the booty tells them to do. No matter how wrong the booty is, that's all they're going to do. Because there is something much wronger that we really aren't addressing and or talking about. Y'all got to understand that's a bigger problem than you think. Oh, good God. All right. That is, ooh. What they do? This is a cool one. What's this? Ah, this is different. What is this? Let's leave this one in here. All right. So that's what they do. Did the booty tell them to jump? They just jump. And they just jump as high as they think they should. They don't even wait to say how high. All right. And this is a significant problem within the so-called Black community, the community. All right. These dudes are so afraid of what the BAW is going to say. And the fear that they have is the sickest fear that's going on with us in our community. It is the fear that they ain't going to get no punana. That's it. The fear of the lack of coochie from one who will give it to them anyway, right? Because that's what they do. They won't give it to thinking brothers, and that's because they have fear too. And their fear about the thinking brother is that they will have no control over the thinking brother. None. See, this whole country, the media, the system, all these people got us to have immense fear over everything. We are the most sissified people in the history of this country. I'm talking about everybody. The black, the white, the Hispanic, the entitled and afraid. That's what we are, entitled and afraid. You got people so afraid that they think they are entitled to protection from the government. All right? And the protection that they're looking from the government is protection from their wicked decisions. Oh, not from anything good. They want protection from their wicked decisions. These are people that have acted wickedly, that have caused harm to others, that have done all kind of damage. All right? And They wanted to do that and not want retribution. Tion, Sean. Y'all remember that? All right. They wanted to create all this mess. And now they don't want the repercussions of the mess that they've created. I want y'all to understand. Now they're not wanting the repercussions of the mess that they've created. And now they're looking to the government to shield them from the justice that they should meet. Ugh. They're looking to the government to shield them from the justice that they should meet. So much fear that they have for what they know they should meet. They have all this fear, right? They have all this fear for judgment that they know that they should receive. A lot of these people have a lot of fear for judgments that they know that they should receive. All right. And in all of this, in everything that is going on, these people will give up everything to anybody that can alleviate the judgment. They know these are people that's so wicked that they know they should pay for stuff. That the BAWs know that there should be retribution for the condition under which they sold the community out to. They know this, but that's their fear. That's the fear that they have. They know that there's a price that they should pay. A lot of people are now thinking, oh, I forgot about these. These are chef steak knives. Okay, so whoever wants these that donates as a thank you, 55 or more, y'all let me know. All right, because if y'all donate, so those some of y'all that's on here and y'all realize I reached out to y'all because I guess you didn't see the video, and so I had one or two donations that didn't see the videos, and so I wanted to give them something. So if you're on here, if I call one brother out, right? If you're on here, let me know. All right. And let me go do this real quick. In the description box, will be my email. It's not there yet. So y'all might have to redo your browser. Hold on for a second. Let me go put it in because I wasn't thinking. Some of the times to do what I got to do when it comes to the finances, because I got so many ideas and so many things that I want to talk about in my head, and these that came in that I literally forget to tell people what's going on, put stuff concerning that in my thing. We're going to have a lot of brothers that's going to need a lot of help, a lot of sisters outside of the United States. See, and that's the thing. This is how entitled we are. Y'all know I'm about to get up. I gotta do it slowly. Man, remember them days I used to just be able to pop? I used to be able to pop up, do a couple of flips, jump over the sink. Jump over the sink with a dive roll, do a flip over my keyboards, and land in my chair. That was back in the day in my dreams. Yep, because that's the only way I was going to do that, even then. But anyway, so this is where we're at. We are at a place in this country where there is a price to pay for fear. And a lot of people didn't understand that. There is always a price to pay for fear. And the main price that people are going to have to pay for is these people figured out how to take away all your rights. All your rights. Understand? All your rights for a time being was attempted to be taken. All right. Not only that, for something that did less damage than the flu so far. All right. The media made you more afraid of it than the flu. While at the same time, nobody is afraid of women in the world. The media did not make you afraid of the women in the world. They made you afraid of the virus. Why do I bring that up? Because when you look at the screenshot that I did from the World Organization of whatever that did the numbers on all the deaths and stuff, the coronavirus. So what's the coronavirus at? I'll let you know right now. All right, let's find out what this is. We need to find out, where does coronavirus stand on a worldwide. Uh, okay. All right, so we don't want the New York Times. We want world meters, right? All right. And so one of the things is the daily death tolls. I'll have to catch them later. The daily death tolls is unusually, all right, the daily death tolls are unusually reported. There's one thing I'm looking at. Why has death tolls become unusually important in understanding the corona pandemic? Right? What we have here is we have dueling polls. We have dueling everything. If one poll comes out that says that 83% of Americans want to go back to work, all right, the left will come up with polls tweaked to say, well, it's like, no, 40, it's only 40 something percent. See, we can't trust anything coming out of the media. If it's from New York Times, if it's from MSNBC, oh, hell no with CNN. They are the worst. ABC, we don't trust them, right? We go to the world polls, the World Health polls, And I put it up. Hold on. You know what? I forgot what I was really supposed to do. I was supposed to be putting my stuff, information in the description box. Hold on for a hot second. But this is really, really important. We can't trust any information from our news organizations. We cannot, understand this, trust any information from any U.S. news organization with the exception of one news organization. All right. The only news organization, I hate this. Okay, I see how they did it. All right. The only news organization that we can now trust, and this is sad, it would have to be Fox right now. And not all of Fox either. There are certain truthers on Fox that don't appear anywhere else. Did you hear me? I'm telling you, Fox has truthers. Fox have people interested in the truth because they have fear that they're about to lose all of their freedoms. The United States government has been sold out by the universities that were working with the Chinese. Some people were helping them to smuggle the viruses back and forth. The United States was sold out by the politicians primarily on the Democratic side, but don't get it twisted. There were some Republicans up in there. As a matter of fact, as a group, they were selling everybody out. Understand this. As a group, they were selling everybody out until Trump, did his little thing. As a group, they were selling everybody out. I want y'all to understand that. That as a group, the United States was selling people out. All right, y'all heard? As a group, people were selling the United States out to the Chinese. All up and down our governments. All right. All up and down our government. Not only up and down our government, but you will find the universities, the politicians, some of the businesses. Come to find out that most of our stuff that is for our health is made in China. China said, if you don't get our name out our mouth and stop, if you don't stop telling the truth about us, we're going to withhold stuff from you. We're going to withhold antibiotics from you. How sold out do you think we have to be for them to be able to pull that? I want y'all to think about that for a second. All right. Oh, and back to this death toll, right? Back to all these death tolls. The thing that the boogeyman wanted you to be afraid of, right? Something that they really wanted you to be afraid of. All right. You be scared, be a scared. They wanted us to fear. It still hasn't done the damage that the flu has done. And so, because it still hasn't done the damage that the flu has done, what they now concentrate on is they now concentrate on keeping up fear so that they can make you afraid of something that probably, you shouldn't be. All right. Period. They want to make you afraid of something that caution and fear is two different things. All right. I want y'all to understand this. Caution and fear is two different things. They don't want caution. They want fear. Caution is, all right, I'm going to stay 10 feet from people. That's what caution is. All right. Fear is when you walk out of the house with with a mask on your face. You walk around town. You walk everywhere with that same mask on your face, right? And then I hate this. And then when you get somewhere, all right, let's look at this death toll. Let's see if I could. Do something real quick. I'm going to get you the organization that we need to be looking at. See, a lot of the real numbers that I get is because I realize who I can't trust. The world.com, worldservices.com. Hold on. See if I can get a better picture. It might be the worldstatistics.com. YouTube just changed up how everything is, so they're making it really difficult to go back and re-get information. Okay, so maybe it's world statistics. World meter. World meter. All right. So let's look at coronavirus pandemic. Okay, so in the world, so let's look at flu. We want to look at coronavirus versus everything else. Okay. So what we want to do, government extra, environment, food, water, energy, health. Okay. So here we go. All right. So when we look in health, communicable diseases, deaths this year, seasonal flu, deaths this year. So coronavirus was deaths. Okay, the world population, that's deaths today. So what's coronavirus deaths? 183. All right, it's neck and neck with the flu. Now, understand this. The people that died of the flu basically died of the flu. The people that died of that died of coronavirus, many of them did not die of coronavirus. They probably died of the flu, but they were marked as dying of the coronavirus. They probably died of heart attack, but was marked as dying of coronavirus. In other words, they died because of another illness and not the coronavirus. But the United States and the world, to give this thing credibility so that they could take away the freedoms of everybody else in the world and hoard them in the house, right? They put coronavirus. Oh, here's something else. In in what they did, in what they did. So deaths are seasonal flu. Now, here's the thing. When you look at seasonal flu, they stopped counting. Understand this. Why did you stop counting for communicable diseases this year and seasonal flu, as if nobody died from seasonal flu for a while? You see what I'm saying? Um, so abortions this year, 13 million. That's why nobody's afraid of women. 13. Coronavirus will not catch abortions. No way. Coronavirus will not catch the abortions. So here's my question to you. All right, here's my question to you. If there are 13 million abortions, how come these people are only worried about the coronavirus when they sanction abortion? 41 million. No. Death of mothers during births right now, 95. They stopped that. So some of these counts got stopped. So here's the question that you must ask yourself. Why are they stopping? Understand this. Why are they stopping some of these counts now that coronavirus is here? 1,500,000 deaths have been caused by smoking this year. But guess what? Dying by cigarette smoke is not seasonal. Cigarette smoke is not a seasonal infection. Why did that stop? I'm going to tell you why. Seems like a lot of people that's dying from cigarette smoke, they're giving the credit to coronavirus. All right. There have been more suicides, triple the amount of suicides, but nobody's concerned about that. Alcohol deaths, 7 times more people are dying from alcohol this year. 7 times more people have died from alcohol death than coronavirus. Do you know what? They stopped the count on that too. So the only thing, if you look on this, that they keep counting is the coronavirus. Understand that. There are still people dying from suicides. Traffic accidents. They stopped counting that too. So why are these count? All right, traffic accidents. All right, I just seen it go up one. All right, but that's by cigarette smoke, but still coronavirus is not going to catch that. 1,542,000. That's 15 times more people than coronavirus. But when you look at the abortions, and it keeps going up, abortion is right now at, you got more abortions right now this year that's climbing faster than coronaviruses. You have greater than 1 abortion per second. Look at this ticker. Greater than 1 abortion per second right here. Greater than 1 abortion per second. But nobody shut down the world for abortions. I don't get it. So you telling me that they got a lot of these thugged up dudes, sissified, running around with masks and gloves on, taking everything from outside, transferring it in their car, in their house and stuff because of fear. If there was something really, really deadly, they'd be dead already. Because they walk into the store with the same mask on, walk everywhere else, take it, go sit in their car, then walk somewhere else, and then they take gloves, the same gloves that they went in the store with, they come out, get in their car, and start driving on the wheel. They do not change the gloves out every time they touch something. Them dudes that's so afraid that they will help Bill Gates and Dr. Fauci take away the freedom of everybody in this country to make our own decisions as to how we would deal with this. Period. That's how it should have been. Everybody should have been allowed to make their own decisions. I will tell you this. If the media would have been more responsible and not gassed people up, no one would have bum rushed the ER. They should have said something like, many people will give this, most will heal from it naturally. But if you're having severe symptoms, check with your physician. All right. Here's the thing too. Why are they working on a vaccine so hard when they should be working on seeing if people have the antibodies already? They should have a test for the antibodies already. So then you can use those that have the test for the antibodies as a mechanism to get a vaccine. But wait a minute. If they're looking for a vaccine, then they're already doing that. So how come they can find a test for antibodies so that they can make up a vaccine, but they won't make a nationwide test where you can go into a lab and have the COVID antibody test? Why is that? Because so long as they keep ignorant people afraid, they will easily give up their freedom to feel safe from something that they could never feel safe from. The only way to be totally safe from the coronavirus is to not want to eat, not go anywhere, not do anything, not leave your house for anything whatsoever. Period. Funny, Walmart is making money hand over fist as a result of this. But Walmart is preventing you from using their credit card, which you used to be able to get money off of it, because they don't want you to use the touch screen. But if you go in and buy a bunch of fruit, you have to use the touch screen. So you can use the touch screen to say how much fruit you have and then go and touch, but you can't hit it twice to get money back. In other words, Walmart was working to cut off access to money only. See, nothing that they did during this lockdown, that's what this is. Call it a lockdown. They put everybody on house arrest as if you are a criminal. You might as well have some ankle bracelet on. In many of these states. Some of the states were smart enough not to do that kind of mess. And people are starting to march with guns. And trust me, they mean it. And trust me, I believe that they should. Because when you got a country that's willing to take away everybody's rights, they're working with the social media conglomerates like Facebook and YouTube. We have legitimate fears. It's the rich taking over the middle class, trying to purposely make them poor. Understand this. They don't want them to work because they want not anarchy, they want control. So they don't want people to work so they can do for themselves, because they figured out they cornered the market on money. They cornered the market on land, all of that stuff. But we still outnumber them. All right. And things were cool when people could be just. We're supposed to live in a just society. The most unjust people seem to be like the Bill Gates. And Dr. Fauci, that's why Trump don't trust him. They're part of that eugenics scene. Y'all better wake up and smell a whole lot of stuff. Hey, Dwight, what's going on? What's going down in Deutschland? Oh, Frankie, I got more good mobility so long as I don't have to sit down on the ground. I got bad knees, so ain't nothing going to help that. Let's see. Yeah, sunlight and fresh air, the best things for us. And that's the first thing they took away. Saunas kills the thing. That's the first thing they took away. Everything to make people feel comfortable, to make people feel well, they took it away. And then they told people to do the most dangerous thing you could do, which was be inside of a place with no sunlight and just sit there in a smaller group, getting on everybody's nerve, which is causing mental illness and everything. As a matter of fact, let me say this. What they have done as a result of saying, oh, we're saving people, they have caused way more harm, not only to the community, but to the lives of people. And they're going to end up causing more deaths than this virus ever could have caused. While at the same time, these people are still allowing abortion. Mama can't get a hip replacement. She can't get a knee replacement, but these females can go get an abortion. I want y'all to think about that for a minute. We're not dealing with just people that's making these rules up. We're not even dealing with elected people. I kept telling you Trump was smelling a rat. And a lot of people don't want to believe me. I be like, that dude be smelling a rat. Trump be like, what's this I smell here? I smell rats. I smell a whole lot of rats. That's what Trump be like. I smell rats. And somebody smells something. It smells like rats up in here. All right. And then the media. Then what the media does is they immediately sound the alarm to make sure Trump keeps people by him that he shouldn't trust as far as I could throw this earth. All right. So if you really look at a lot of these things, if you look at some of these things, if you look at that counter, all right, under no conditions did the whole world ever shut down for anything ever. We had the bubonic plague, way worse than the coronavirus. The world did not shut down. How were they able to do this? They were able to do this is because you got nothing but a bunch of scared simps, scared people, frightened, that who can easily be gassed up by the media. There's a reason they wanted men to be raised by women only. And y'all see it right now. All these clowns going around, right? And these women, they're afraid that their cash cow is going to be gone. They could care that they really don't fear death until it's right at their door. Think about it. They mess with the most dangerous of thugs. They mess with the most dangerous of people. They love them. They will get on national television shows and radio shows and say they don't want no 9-to-5 man. He isn't exciting enough for her. And only when her life is on the edge, she's about to lose it, is she now having flashback, well, I shoulda, coulda, woulda. But then in many cases, it's too late. There's a reason they wanted us to be raised by these females. One, they wanted the BAWs to rob us of our ability to think critically. And by thinking critically, we would realize that we have more in common with many other people in the United States than people know. All right. Some of the times it's not a black-white thing. Some of the times it is. An intelligent man would know the difference. An intelligent man would know who he can have that discussion with. And let them be a man and keep their way, but just have the discussion so that they can have some they could think about it. No, we weren't taught to be these men. As a matter of fact, the intelligent Afro man was ostracized by the community at the behest of the BAW. Period. All right. Period. What was in Georgia? What? In the government of Georgia wants to open up the saunas and massage spots. You know what? And here's the thing. That's what Atlanta get for electing that woman as their mayor. As you see, these women that are in office, and I'm just sorry to say these are not no Margaret Thatcher type women. These women that are in office that people made their mayors and governors, the first thing they did was try to take away everybody's freedom. They got it in their head that they run everything. If they're not careful, they might not be running things permanently, because you got some people getting really, really tired. These people, H8, these women running these places. And you know what that usually breeds action by the very type of people you don't want to be active in your life. I'm keep telling you, things are going to get really, really bad. Right? Okay, understand this. So this come from brother the White. It said they told his mother that they can't schedule her cancer surgery in San Antonio now because the COVID-19 and TEH hospitals being full. I told my mother, they're lying. And we know this. San Antonio do not have full hospitals. This is how sick this country is, especially on the left. They do not care about the lives of anybody. They see this as the. I'm going to tell you what's really going on. These people saw that they could not beat Trump because the country was doing so well. So these people on the left in the media decided that if they could put the country in such a bad, they were counting on the demise of the people in the country so that they could get a political foothold. In other words, the most important thing for CNN, who do not represent any straight man, y'all know what I'm saying. They don't represent any families. They represent their agenda. These people decided to trump up fear to promote lies, outright lies, that Trump could literally call them liars to their face, be right, be correct, and they have no recourse because they're lying. See, usually when he calls them liars, they go back, no, this is why we're not lying. No, he called them liars and then proved it on video. All right. These people want our destruction so that they can win, so that they can fulfill destroying us. That's what this is about. Oh, but a lot of people, they think they want to classify the movement as purely Caucasian, but it's not purely Caucasian, right? They're trying to frighten these. Oh, no, these simps can't think for themselves. They don't know that most of the people that's marching against what's going on is a mixed group. All right. What CNN is going to show you is the Caucasian faces, but there are many brothers and many Hispanics, homeowners in those groups, working people in those groups. But like I said, CNN is the news network of lies. Some of us are sitting here, never thought we would ever get to a day where Fox would make more logical sense than everybody else. But then again, their skin in the game is they really believe in freedom. They believe in not really pointing out or knowing and understanding the truth of their culpability in the things that's happened to the Afro people, but they really want people to be free, because if everybody's free, then they're free. A lot of these dudes in the so-called black community are used to not being free because of their habits. So fighting for freedom means nothing for them. The BAWs, they don't want people to be free, is because they see that the people that is oppressing us represents them, because they're oppressing us. They're the first people to use the system. against a good righteous man. They will use the child against a good righteous man. All right? This is about being free, y'all. Tattoo parlors are open. So you could do anything that the left wants to do, and it's open by left-leaning governors. But the people that want to work, they can't go back to work. Women could get abortions. Women could get abortions. Women could get abortions. You can go get a tattoo. You can go get, let's see, any elective thing done, like earrings. But Lord, oh, and behold, if you decide to get cancer surgery, if your mama decide, your grandmother decide to need a hip replacement, God help you then. Because these people don't help that. They don't care about that. CNN said it's Trump's. Oh, here's the thing. All right. And this is where we as people in the United States should start marching on CNN. Because I'm tired of every time we want to stand up for our rights and stuff like that, they're going to try to tag it to Trump. I can't stand that news. That network is absolutely evil. CNN is absolutely evil. And I would say this, whoever's running it, they are traitors to the people of the United States. All right? They are traitors to the people of the United States. And I believe that whoever's running them and giving them their talking papers should be arrested for treason. All right, it's one thing to have an disagreement, right? It's one thing to have a disagreement. It's another thing to have a debate. It's another thing to debate your side. But these people have spread lies. They have caused death. When Trump told you about hydroxychloroquine, and he said, well, we have nothing else, it seems to work. If somebody is come that close and that much at risk, what do you have to lose if prescribed by a doctor? He said the doctor should try it out. CNN went immediately on air to stir up fear, to say how dangerous that drug was, and is not. Is recognized by the FDA, which means the same dangerous that the FDA said was okay before COVID is the same dangers and side effects it has during COVID. The only thing is, not only does it work for Lyme's disease and malaria, but it has an effect on this virus. All right. And CNN in their treasonous reporting, and all the reporters, just like we go after the people from the Third Reich now, saying we were just following orders, not good enough. Just like they go after the people that in the Third Reich that did the bidding of Adolf. All right. All the reporters in CNN that's ever put down these lies, that's ever caused people to panic over something that would help them, all the people that reported that hydroxychloroquine was too dangerous for anything, now that the evidence is out that Trump was right, all those people you need to be prosecuted at CNN. I think the people are marching, march on the governor's office, but people need to start marching on CNN because they spread the most lies about everything. They are the reasons why we cannot trust the media. At least MSNBC, we know that's nothing but a political wing of the Democratic Party. They don't do real news either. Period. Well, but you still watch on CNN because they don't have to report the garbage. And then you could deal with Time Warner and stuff like that and figure out who the executives are. But Don Lemon and Anderson Cooper, the Alphabet crew, you need to march on them. Because if they were actually journalists, then they would have said to themselves, we can't report on this like this. If they were actually real journalists. But in CNN, they don't have real journalism. Period. They have people whose sole purpose is to incite riots against Trump. Let me repeat this. CNN's whole purpose is to incite riots against Trump. Period. Not because that Trump did anything bad or unpresidential, because they want power and they're angry because he beat their girl who was crooked as hell. Hillary Clinton was crooked as hell. We didn't know as much at the time, but then with all the evidence, she should be prosecuted, not running for president. But then I guess when you own the justice system, there is no justice then if you're a Democrat. All right. So in the United States, the left have taken away justice. Look at the BAWs. They will go and go into child support court and put a man on child support they know isn't a daddy. They know never screwed them. It's probably a dude they don't even like, but he got a job. And the injustice system will make that dude pay for 18 years. That's not a woman worthy to be on this planet. You can put her on some other planet, but that's wicked. That's evil. Period. That mess is evil. It's all get out. It's just downright evil. There's nothing righteous or good about it. It's just evil. What they're doing with this COVID, this corona, where they're stopping everything else from being mentioned. Evil. Everything about what the media has done, the cover-ups and everything, is just downright absolutely evil. Period. Is evil. And why we stand for it, only God knows. But we're not supposed to be standing for evil. Period. All right. But what happens is out of fear, you got people that are standing for stuff that we know we should know that we ought not stand for. period. And I'm going to say this. If people keep standing for this wickedness, if people keep standing for this wickedness, all right, whatever we get, we're going to deserve, period. If people continue to stand for this wickedness, whatever comes our way, for those that decided to stand for wickedness, is going to be on. All right. So y'all might want to refresh your browser. I'm going to say this. My donation links are in the description box. All right, along with my email, my Cash App, and my PayPal me. All right, I'm gonna just keep this real. Some of y'all do not know how much danger we are actually in. Period. As a people that want any rights, you have no rights. And you ain't gonna have no rights until you learn to stand up for yourself. But you know what? Most of us won't know how to stand up for ourselves. Because at the end of the day, the BAW thinks for us. Can't think for ourselves. We got the BAW that thinks for us instead of us thinking for ourselves. We got men that aren't men anymore. Or are they? See, that's the myth, right? There are more righteous men than people think. All right? There are more righteous men that people think. All right? We got to be careful and make sure that we understand that there are more righteous men than not unrighteous men. But none of that's going to mean a hill of beans if there's no country. Because that's what we're looking at. We're looking at there is no country. And we might need another revolution. Not to be confused with Prince and the Revolution. All right. So we might need another one. Who knows? Who knows? But what I do know right now is this ain't working for us. All right. This ain't working for us. And because I like my freedom, I don't know about y'all. But I'm for whoever is, I'm with the people where we're in agreement that we want to be free. That's where I'm at on all this. I am with the people whereby we are saying, yes, we want to be free. Free to make our own decisions. Free to determine how we deal with this kind of a thing. All right. Oh, wow. All right. That's what I'm talking about. All right, this is what I'm talking about. I'm tired of all this BS. Tired of all this BS. Now, I don't know. Y'all, I mean, this it's a path that people got to think about for themselves, but y'all tell me what y'all think. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Are y'all not concerned about all this stuff? Are y'all not concerned about the trajectory that this country seems to be on? All right. I'm just saying. Are y'all not concerned about the trajectory that this country is on? All right. Because, like they say, white people right now got a serious cold. That means we got the flu, but it don't have to be that way for us. Please let that be gas range. Holy cow, found my house, y'all. All right. Yeah, concerned and then alarmed. Yeah, I feel you. All right. But this is ill what it is. All right. And at the end of the day, I'm not I promise you. I promise you. I am going to be with the people and for the people that is fighting for our freedom. Period. That's me. I'm with the people that's fighting for our freedom. Period. I ain't with this other crap. Period. That's where I'm at with this. So, with that said, I'm gonna be out. Peace, love, and soul. All right. My donation links are in the description box for those that like to help with what this channel does. And y'all saw the thank you stuff, and so if you donate, I'm gonna try to send something. If you want something, and you donate, leave me your address, right? And even if you forget or you didn't, I'm gonna ask anyway because I can see you on my PayPal me and I can see on the Cash App, and so I'll ask if you want something. So, like the brother I called out before, who was that anyway? He needs to email me if you donate it to me, and I haven't sent you anything because most of the people got what I've sent. Most of the people that got what I've sent. And for you new people, hold on. Okay, this is the big coup de grace for the new people. And I'll do this again probably next month. Okay, probably next month I'll do this again but for the new people. All right, but this just goes to the big donors, whoever want this. The ones like this one, like be 280 or more. And be careful with these when y'all get these because they are sharp. This is sharp. Okay, it's sharpened. All right, so be careful. So I like who did this. Wow, this is tight. But anyway, I get sidetracked so easy. Look like I might have a house by you know, in a little bit. Man, my legs are real sore from stretching. That's why I can't sit down or get down. I can get down. I just can't get down on the ground. But I can still get down. If y'all know what I mean. I can get down, get down. Oh, oh, all right. All right, so let me see. No, it isn't that I have to stay off my legs. I stretched a lot. Hold on, I'll show you something. So I stretched a lot. So with my legs, right, I'm not missing anything with my legs. You see what I'm saying? So my legs are good. And you see, I still have my balance. So my legs are good. And I still have my balance. But I just overstretched today. Yeah. Not only did I overstretch, but I lost my phone. But anyway, so don't worry about me. I'm on. Jeez. Don't worry about me. I'm only a little crippled. Both my knees are bad. So y'all don't worry about me. And I stay stretched up because if I don't, I stay stretched up because if I don't, I will be worse off than I am. Some of the times we got to realize that when we work out, it is ninja, please. But when we work out, some of us work out because if we don't, we'll stiffen up too much, and that'll be it. All right. So for y'all, those of y'all worried, um, oh, Dwight, you haven't seen the Coup de Grace. Hey, Dwight, I don't know if you've seen this one, the machete. Have you seen this one, Dwight? Man, I didn't even take this out the plastic. Didn't want to cut it on the way back in. Oh, this sucker is nice. Wow. Oh, yeah, this is a bad mamma jamma. This jamma is bad mamma. So there's a lot of thank you stuff. And then I got a lot of smaller ones that I could just ship out to people as they do stuff. So it's kind of easy. So basically, hold on. Catch y'all in a minute. So basically, what's going to happen is like as people do stuff, that I'll just be sending stuff out. All right, at certain levels, because there are people that do a lot. The way you got me cracking up. Uh so oh yeah, they're gonna need to hide in the bunker. Let their bunker be their own jail, like they tried to do for us. Dang, Mechadon, you run 3 miles a day. Hey, you gonna have to fight them dudes back. Your husband gonna have to fight them dudes back. I ain't got it yet. I'm just looking. Now, let me say this. Let me say this because basically the right people might be here. All right. I keep telling people about their credit, right? A lot of these people go in thinking they're going to get these houses, and a lot of these houses they get taken off the market because people say, I want to buy this house. Then they can't buy the house. A lot of these houses are leaving the market, then coming back on the market, right? I'm gonna just be serious. Like to buy a house, to get pre-approved for a house, it took me all of maybe a minute. Right? Remember, I said there's 3 credit scores. Then there is 3 types of those 3 credit scores. There's the one that the people for housing look at. There's a credit score that they monitor. The ones for credit cards, there's one that they do. And then there's the ones for a car that they do. All right. And I keep telling y'all that your ability to get something at a decent price. Now, the guy might be able to get me the house at 2.89. All right. So that's why I decided to go with the guy like that. But I ain't doing nothing until later, right? Now, understand this. 2.89. That's real good. Blind, crippled, but not too crazy. But I still need to drive up to Georgia. I'm gonna do that when all this is settled and meet with y'all up there. I'm gonna bring some stuff with me. All right, but I'm gonna say this that so with this, that was easy. My realtor, she was like, "Oh, this is going to be really, really easy. All you have to do is like a house." All right, and so that's basically it. All right, it's done like really, really quick because of not only my credit score, but what's on my credit. Like when they go back and look back and back and back, they'll see not late, not late, not late. I have all this credit, all these credit cards, not been late on anything. Hope they don't look at the electric bill though, because I intentionally bundled that. I pay it every other month because I hate them fees that they give you, and out of spite, and that wouldn't hurt me though. But I pay it every other month, and I only pay the fee once, which is cheaper than the late fee and all the rest of the stuff. It's never been turned off, but I just hate they do that. Oh, it's a convenience fee. You know what? I should probably just go down, if I knew where the office was, go down to the office, and so it's not a convenient for them anymore. How you like my face all up in here, huh? But anyway, Hey, Mechadon, so long as you feel healthy, that's where you should be at. All right. So long you look beautiful regardless, you know. So long as you feel healthy, that's what it's about. All right. So basically, when I'm doing this searching and stuff like that, it's an easy path when you have your stuff together. I have a friend that's going through some stuff that, they're looking into all other kind of stuff, and the fact that we're veterans, it gives us kind of a easier line to toe. But I mean, when you look at it, right? When you look at it, it is something. All right, it is something. And so basically, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, right? But I'm trying to create a space or have a space where the brethren, especially from the channel, can come chill out. We can all meet in one place, right? I'll have the room to accommodate people. All right. So that's basically what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the room to accommodate people. I'm looking to be in a spot. I'm looking for a place that I could probably grow some food and all the rest of that. All right. I have seeds. I have non-GMO seeds already. All right. So basically, this is what's going on. When we get our paper right, not our paper, because paper don't really matter. Paper matters in that it's all about tools. When we have our tools right, credit is part of the tools. Having an income is part of the tools, right? If you have the right tools, you'll be able to do a lot. All right. So with that said, people, okay, look like I'm out again. And dang, you know what? I forgot to did anybody have anything to say about anything? This could go on a little bit. Anybody have anything to say? Because you could, if you want to call in, who wants to call in? Who got something to say? Who got something to say? All right. I'm looking to see who got something to say. Real quick before I shut this down. Oh, I'll be able to play my drums and stuff. Man, oh, y'all, it's about to get round. Okay. Got Texas Marine on the line. Oops. Hey, brother, what's going on? Hold on for a second. Dang, hold on for a second. What's going on, brother? Hold on. There we go. All right, can you hear me?
Yeah.
So what's going on, my brother?
Hey, anybody in the Houston, Atlanta, Chicago, Michigan, all them liberal female governors, mayors, and the county judge here, they announced it today. The HPD cop told me about the mandatory mask wearing or the fine. And he said HPD pretty much saying they ain't going to enforce it here.
Right, because they
but
know
you
it's
can't find masks.
Right.
You can't find masks to buy it.
Well, the reason why you can't find masks is because the Chinese cornered the market on them, right? The other thing, if you're worried about all this pandemic, why would you have everybody run around in masks? That's because all these women are afraid, and they'll take away everybody's rights for their personal fear. They don't care about the Constitution. They don't care about people's rights. These women, y'all, but here's the thing, people elected these women.
But they had the Atlanta mayor on I think it was a CNN or MSNBC.
Uh-huh.
And it was another black woman interviewing her. And she said that the mayor said, now keep in mind, the governor's building is in the same city as the mayor. They're not even 6 blocks apart.
Uh-huh.
And he sat there and said he listened to all the top medical people in the state when he started his reopening of the economy. She quoted one doctor and asked where he get his numbers from. And the woman asked her, she said, well, don't you have access to the same numbers he has? And she started stuttering.
that I'm telling you. All right. Look, Atlanta, the Georgia people, y'all SOL because y'all let them women gas y'all up, and them women are gassed up into doing that. And y'all are going Atlanta, all these places are going to be the only people with no rights. And Atlanta is going to go to hell in a handbasket. Because these women don't know what to do. Chicago too. And you think the violence is bad there. Oh, it's not even gotten started. It's not even gotten started.
The cops I talked to here sat here and said, if the energy sector here goes under because of the oil price and all these people lose jobs, he said it. He said there's not enough cops or sheriffs in the Houston area or the county to counteract just what Houston would do alone if crime exploded. He said there ain't enough of us. And we ain't even Chicago side. We just spread out.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing too. And there's another thing the left don't realize, right? The cops ain't going to protect them. Because the cops can't protect them. And they are going to become enemy number one. Is because people are going to understand that these women did this intentionally to try to exert power over the people because they thought they were queen. Oh, Lord have mercy. That's exactly what these black elected female officials think. They think they're queens.
Now, did you see what the representative here out of Texas, I think it's Fee Murphy out of Texas, she's putting forth a bill to allow the federal government to buy $3 billion in oil to inject money into the energy sector so it doesn't collapse. Because I was told yesterday that if the oil don't go up and my company I work for starts cutting back, I better look for something else to work.
It's really serious. But the reason why
it's negative, it's like negative $30 a barrel.
Right. But here's the thing. Let me say this. The reason why there's a problem with oil is no one is flying.
Or driving. My trip was canceled until further notice to Brazil not because Brazil isn't open, because there's not enough flights. All right. Yep. And because I'm taking so much stuff, I cannot afford to fly in and take that risk to fly into Sao Paulo and then fly from Sao Paulo to Brazil. Because remember, Sao Paulo is the ones that took all my stuff the last time I took a lot of stuff in there. Yeah.
And I don't want them to have a reason to and I might have to take that risk, but I'll take it later. Right now, I cannot afford the loss. All right. I cannot afford the loss of all of that. But I keep telling you, these women actually think they're the queens of the United States. They literally think they are the queens of the United States. And they're using this virus to lord over people and to force them into just misery. And I kept saying it, when you elect these females, these aren't Margaret Thatcher. All right, women like that are gone.
Yep.
All right. Women, these are privileged women that got in there because they had other females that was able to weaken their men in such a state that they didn't see a problem with having a woman rule over them. And now they are starting to, everybody that has a female that's left, that's Democratic, are suffering more than everyone else. All right? Believe that. Everyone that has a female mayor, governor, and stuff that's Democratic, they are suffering more than anyone else.
If you look at the last mayor of Houston, we still recovering from stuff she did.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Houston is bad. Houston is bad. All right.
Look, the police department never recovered from what she did.
Wow.
They said they are over 200 policemen short of being just adequate. And he just had to cancel the next 2 classes because of all the budget concerns going on with this pandemic.
Woo, Lord of mercy. Houston, that's right. Rom Chili. Houston, we have a problem. Houston definitely has a problem. But look at Houston, Michigan, Chicago. I keep saying that this is what
Kentucky and Atlanta and California.
Kentucky, Atlanta, and California, right? When your fear is greater than the pain your adversary is causing, you will fail. Fear causes everyone to fail. The adversary in this case would be the virus, right? And people are more afraid of the virus than the damage the virus actually caused. As a matter of fact, the quarantines and all of the rest of that cost more damage to people's health than the virus. Actually, the quarantine caused the virus, according to the WHO, the World Health Organization, which told people to quarantine. They now admit that the quarantine caused way more people to get the virus than had they not quarantined. But you know what? They ain't going to listen to that. That wasn't on CNN when he said that. It was on Fox, but it wasn't on CNN. What?
You look at Texas. It's a state that's red because of the amount of cases it has. But I would say 89% of the cases are right here, right in the Houston area. We don't hear nothing about Dallas, Austin, and San Antonio being overrun with COVID-19. It's just
Houston
area, Houston, Galveston.
And actually, yeah, that's where all the numbers. That's where the numbers are coming from.
7,600 cases as of today.
How many?
7,600 just in the city of Houston.
All right, now understand.
That's just Houston.
Now, how many people are hospitalized?
And that's the other thing. The hospitals aren't overrun.
Exactly.
We're not having an issue with the hospital having space.
Right.
Yeah, so we do got a lot of hospitals too, but
here's the thing.
Overrun.
But that's the thing. All right, when you have a lot of hospitals, they're based on a population, they're not going to be overrun. All right. You got all these cases, 7,600 cases, right? But more people than that probably had it in Houston, right? But they recovered quickly. Here's the thing.
Oh, yeah, they said the recovery rate is high.
The recovery rate is in the 90%, right? As a matter of fact, the people that actually died from it, if you look at the amount of people that potentially had it and the amount of people died from it, the amount of people that died from it would be less than 0.something%. It wouldn't even be 1%. It would be less than 0.something. And we don't know what that number is because we don't have people testing for the antibody. This is why the antibody testing is more important than testing. You got testing to see who has it. All right. But the antibody testing is more important than the vaccine. Because if you do the antibody testing, you will find that many people have the antibodies, right? And then if you find out who has the antibodies, you have a pool from antibodies to be able to figure out a vaccine. But the vaccine, go ahead.
Dude I work with, he is, every day he gets more and more into a symbologist. He's sitting there talking about all these people that they sick. So the FedEx guy came in and he sat there and said, number one, that can't sit there and say all 7,600 people actually got it. He said, number two, if you couldn't make a vaccine for the common cold or flu, how can you make one for the COVID, which is just another coronavirus like the flu?
Exactly.
He said, we can cure this, but we couldn't cure nothing else. He said, come. He said, man, stop tripping.
Yep. Yep. Here's the thing. They're not even looking. Because I told y'all in the beginning, this was a polymerization virus. I told y'all it came from out of the lab in January. I said all this, you know this, right?
Yeah.
And basically, this would be the easiest thing to figure out. If you have labs, you should already know what this thing could sit on and stuff. You should know definitively already. Because remember, the universities in Harvard and a lot of these worked on this virus with China. Oh, yeah. Y'all didn't know that, huh? A lot of these universities in the United States worked on this with China. Right? So if you worked on it with China, you would be able to know what this survive. And the Chinese know a lot too, but they looking at everybody stewing their juices because they understand that they have so bought out the American government until Trump got up in there that it is ridiculous. They noticed that they bought up CNN ain't nothing but a China news wing. It should be CNN, China's news network.
China Communist News.
Well, I mean, China News Network. That's what it should be. Communist News Net, CNN, the Communist News Network. Because that's basically what it is. Right? That's basically what it is. I told you, these people should go to jail. The people at CNN should go to jail. All right. They did exactly what yelling fire in a crowded movie theater is. They did exactly that. That's a crime. And that's not under freedom of the press. The press don't have the freedom to yell fire in a crowded theater. That when there's not a fire.
I don't know. When I saw it coming, I sat there and said, it remind me of that movie that came on TV, Outbreak, with Dustin Hoffman.
Oh yeah, USMC vet says Bill Gates owned the patent for the coronavirus. I kept telling people there are two patents. There's a patent for the virus and there's a patent for the antibody. And they're trying to scrub that. I saved it to my hard drive. So when the, people came out with it, there's the patent numbers. I saved it to my hard drive. But what happened is Google starts scrubbing the evidence from Google.
And DuckDuckGo. I can't find it on there either.
And Facebook started scrubbing the evidence from Facebook. So we have to look for new ways of finding information, new search engines. Because they're all working in concert with each other to keep information hidden. All right.
The only one I ain't tried is Yahoo.
Right. And it's not being good. It is not being done for the safety of people. All these people are in cahoots with each other. Let's see.
It's getting crazy.
Get Ghost Recon mask purely out of protest. If someone says anything, then I would ask, are you a doctor? He says a tactical mask gives more protection than a paper with rubber bands that you're wearing. It's kind of, that's kind of, I'm gonna tell you, and then people are going to start using this thing to robbing people.
Because you ain't gonna know why they got it on.
Exactly. These people on the left have set this country up, but for such an abysmal failure that's going to be pathetic. And I hope the first people that these people go after is the people that brought this condition on. Because at the end of the day, I hate when people march because they don't want their freedom gone, and they're going to call them Trump protests. No, not everybody is protesting because of Trump. Matter of fact,
the protests are going to be bipartisan.
Oh, the protests are bipartisan, and CNN don't want to admit that. The protests are bipartisan. You got people that are sick and damn tired, and we know who's doing what. Most of the people that's marching in Michigan, they're bipartisan. They were mostly. Now, are the right going to take advantage of that? Yeah, because they're for their rights. The right people, I'll give you this. Like them or love them. Like them or loathe them. All right. They believe that they should be free to do whatever they want, think how they want, whatever, whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And they will fight and spill blood for that, their own. They will fight and risk death for that. And I'm right with them. I would rather die. Mm-hmm. I would rather die a free man than to live in my house as a prisoner.
And that's what people were saying in Florida at the beaches. If I'm going to die, I'm going to die the way I want to die.
Exactly.
People saying it in Michigan now. They're saying the same thing.
Right. It's my choice how I die.
I see California blowing up next.
All right. Now, here's the thing.
They've been on lockdown so long.
Right. Here's the thing, though. For all you scared suckers, right? Because that's what you are. For all you scared suckers under the sound of my voice that said, well, if you go outside, what if you give it to me? We can't give it to you if you don't go outside. No one told you to go outside. You can stay in the house like the government told you to do. You know,
that's
these
what
left.
This little blonde woman said here. She said, the people that ain't sick, that when you go to work, let them go. The people that ain't, if the people are sick, stay home. Go to the hospital. But let me go take care of my family.
And
nobody can argue with it. Like, well, she got a point.
That's what it is. It's because here's the thing. I've been going out. I've been in Houston. You know, I've been driving everywhere because I'm not afraid of crap. Right? If I have a purpose, then I'm gonna fulfill my purpose. If you ain't got no purpose but to stay in your house, then stay the hell in your house. But don't tell me what I need to do.
And then, like you said, there's a 99% chance you had that at the beginning of the year, got over it, and now your body's built up a defense to it, and you ain't gonna catch it again. The doctor said it. Once you get it, you won't get it again for 3 to 50 years, or never. And I'm beginning to think I probably had it because I've been all over the city.
Y'all know I had it because I couldn't breathe trying to do a live video. I was like, man, I can't breathe. I gotta go to bed.
And see, I was like that in October, November of last year. I was laid up in the bed, curled up in the ball, having pain. Turned off the AC.
So
I didn't want to eat.
Yep. That's why I didn't go back to Georgia. I was like, after what the courts did to my nephew, I was like, this place is crazy. They're wicked. All right. They getting what they get, right? Megadon, you might need to come down and visit us in Texas. Same with you, USMC vet.
On a side note, totally off topic.
Go ahead.
The one big criminal case going on in Houston, because everybody else getting let go, is Mayweather's daughter. She faced a 99 year. She stabbed this woman twice who was pregnant. and they ain't offering her a plea deal. And they don't care about Floyd money. But that's Texas.
Woo!
You know, in Texas, they don't care what race it is. If the woman is pregnant, they don't care. She could be purple and from Mars and screwed perk. They don't care. It's a pregnant woman. And she came in the house when she already put out once. She came back in the house, got into it with the girl, and stabbed her twice.
So she left, came back to fight some more.
No. The people put her out. She came back around the back of the house and snuck back in and confronted the woman again.
Right, that's what I'm saying. She was in the house, got put out the house, and decide, no, this ain't the end. That's when keeping it real go wrong.
Yep, and she facing up to 99 years.
Oh, they gonna give
the
her.
DA's not offering.
They gonna give her all 99.
But I keep telling people, you don't come down here acting funny in Texas.
Right. Yeah. So. Oh, okay.
Back on topic.
Okay, but anyway, so I'm gonna have to bust a move, y'all, cause
all right.
My phone's about to die. But peace, love, and soul. I might do another one of these later on tonight. All right. So I'll holler at y'all. All right, and I'm checking out now.